Hello all. In today's video we are going to focus on the different questions related to the e-commerce or e-commerce testing. These are the top 20 interview questions related with the e-commerce testing. So the first and most important question is, what is meant by e-commerce? As the name suggested, the e-commerce means electronic commerce, where you can buy or sell the product through online services or through on the internet. Then the next question is, what are the different features of e-commerce? So the main features are like non-cash payment. You can pay the bill by using the non-cash payment like debit card, credit card, or mobile wallet. Then it's available 24 by 7. You can buy or sell the product anytime. It improves the sell support, advertising and marketing, inventory management, communication efficiency. It's faster, reliable, less time consuming, then easily accessible. It is not having the area restriction. Then it is available anytime and anywhere is the main features of the e-commerce. Then the third question is, what is the difference between e-commerce and traditional commerce? So here I will give you one example of traditional commerce and e-commerce. So the traditional commerce, so for example, you want to buy a product, baby products from first crash store, and through so it's a traditional commerce. And if you want to buy the product through a website of first crash, so it's a e-commerce. So these are the some points or the difference point for traditional commerce and e-commerce. So the traditional commerce comprises to be a branch of trade which concentrate on the exchanging of goods and services, and in e-commerce you are executing the transaction, or you are buying or selling the product online or on the internet. Then in traditional commerce the accessibility is limited. E-commerce the accessibility is anytime. Here in traditional commerce, the scope is restricted, and in e-commerce, scope is across the globe. Marketing is only one way in traditional commerce, and marketing is one to one in e-commerce. Then in traditional commerce, the payment methods you can use like cash, debit card, credit card, or check. And in e-commerce, you can use the debit card, credit card, mobile wallet, NEFT, or cash on delivery. In traditional commerce, the time taken to deliver the product is instant, and in e-commerce, the time taken for deliver the product is it takes some time. For example, if you go to the first crash store, you can buy the product instantly, but if you order it from the website, it takes some time to deliver product at your doorstep. Then the next question is, what are the different business models related with the e-commerce? So B2B, B2C, C2C, C2B, then business to government, government to business, government to citizens are the some business models of e-commerce. So the first is B2B, that is business to business. In B2B, the companies transact with each other. This includes the company selling the product to the wholesalers or distributors. In B2C, this usually when average business transacts with the customer. This is done through the shopping cart software, and the amount involved in the transaction is usually low. In C2B, that is consumer to business, in this the consumer places the product on the net and company is willing to buy the product, bid for it. The consumer can then decide depending upon the bid which company to sell it to. Then in C2C, consumer to consumer, these kind of transactions are usually done at the individual level. The payment can be done with the help of the online system like a PayPal. In C2C, that is consumer to consumer, these kind of transactions are usually done at the individual level, and payment can be done with the help of online systems like a PayPal. Then the next question is, what is e-commerce testing? As the name suggests, we are testing the e-commerce website. So here in e-commerce testing can be defined as the process of testing the various e-commerce websites, right? uh, Such as to test the elements of that particular website like design, specification, functionality, pages, features, to check their sanity and ensure they are not harming the performance of site in any possible manner. Then when it done correctly and continuously, testing can not only improve your site visitor and overall experience, it will improve. So this e-commerce testing is, you can say, it's simply a process of testing your e-commerce website and its associated web pages, which is helpful for you to identify the errors and problems and allows you to offer a smooth experience to the users. So the basic or primary objective is to identify the bugs and the error and fix it to ensure the quality and reliability. Then the next question is, what is the need of e-commerce testing? The testing is, you can say the testing is very crucial to e-commerce because e-commerce sites are both the business critical and highly visible to their user. So any failure can immediately expensive in terms of loss of revenues and your users because they can switch to the another website. So the in e-commerce the data security system reliability is very important. So that's why to improve the user engagement, then to generate the marketing strategy to increase the conversion rate and for provide a better understanding of visitor behavior, the e-commerce testing is very important, or it is the need of e-commerce testing. Then the next question is, what are the different sectors e-commerce applications are available in the market? You can buy or sell any product. So the different sectors like books, music, financial services, home electronics, mobile entertainment, then travel services, toys, movie ticket, gifts, computer products, accessories, or you are booking the bus ticket or plane ticket, like that the different sectors are available in the market. Then the next is how to test the payment gateway in web portal. So by using dummy card IDs you can test the payment gateway. Then the most important question is, what is meant by web hosting? So web hosting means way to gain the presence on the internet. So this company should be capable you to provide your level of service that you can need to maintain your web stores. Then what actually you are checking in the e-commerce testing? So in e-commerce testing you are basically checking the backend softwares which are used for the e-commerce is reliable, then software is up to date, then system assurance, idea performance and capacity utilization. These are the some checks or the points you can check in the e-commerce testing. So as most of the people thinks that the testing and e-commerce website is primarily focused on security features. So it is not only that, it's more about ensuring each and every component of your e-commerce website. Then the next is, what is meant by electronic payment process, or what is meant by electronic payment? So electronic payment means you are transferring the funds through electronic and digital media. So you can choose it the different e-payment methods like mobile wallet, bank cards, mobile banking, which are very quick and efficient way to transfer the fund. So here in electronic payment procedure, what happened? The merchant submits the credit card transaction to payment gateway, right? Then payment gateway receives the information, then it will cross check that particular card information and process it, and that particular fund is transferred from the client side to the that particular account. Then the next is, what are the different types of e-commerce testing? So basically the different e-commerce testing type like a session management, then page display, browser compatibility, analyzing content, usability, backup and recovery, transaction, processing orders, server testing, and security. These are the some types of the e-commerce testing. So that what actually in session management testing you are checking? In session management store, in session management you are checking the session storage, means how much amount of data is stored in one session. Then session expiration, how long it will take one session to expire. Then in page display you are checking for any runtime error, then dead links, dependency of plugin, slow page downloads and wrong page display. Then in browser compatibility you are checking whether your website is supporting the different browsers like Chrome, Edge, like that. Then analyzing content you are checking the any royalty free images, copyright, then personalizing element. In usability you are checking the design of your website, then support, the navigational links, right? And in backup and recovery, you are checking the frequency of backup, testing the backup and fault tolerance. And in transaction, you are checking the financial transactions, auditing. And in processing the order, you are checking the shopping cart, then payment, order tracking, and recording of order. And in server testing, you are checking the whether it is uptime. Stress testing is done there. Basically, you are checking the scalability of website. And in security, you are checking the login credential, then computer viruses, ensuring the data encryption. Then the next question is, what are the different common bugs found during that particular e-commerce testing? So the absence of product data, then redirect error, poor images, or you can say the low load speed, malfunctioning payment. These are the some errors you found during e-commerce testing. Then the next important question is, what are the challenges of e-commerce testing? The challenges of e-commerce testing are third party integration with new device and browser you need to change, and user scenario. So often in e-commerce website, user content management systems like a Shopify build the site to shortest possible time. So here this platform offers the integration with the third party services for various purpose like gift card, social media purpose, or online payment management. So this is the main challenge. You need to interact with the third party, and you need to check that websites with the devices and browser. These different browsers you have to check. This is main challenge. And the third is the user scenario, as you have to check the different or as much as possible user scenarios. This is the main challenge on the e-commerce testing. Then the next question is, what is the difference between business to business and business to consumer? So in business to business, it conduct between the two separate business or companies, and in business to consumer, it directly interact with the consumer. So for example, Flipkart or Amazon. Then the next question is, what are the drawbacks of the electronic commerce? So the drawbacks of electronics commerce is vulnerability to fraud, then difficulty in protecting intellectual property, then confidentiality, taxation, then the regulation, credit card fraud, security, trust problems are the some drawbacks of the electronic commerce. Then the next question is, what are the payment models for the electronic commerce? The e-cash model, check model, and credit card model. Credit model are the some models for electronic commerce. Then how to set up the e-commerce system? To set up the e-commerce system, first entrepreneur has to decide the initial amount of investment. Then the domain name for website has to decide, and before launching the e-commerce website on the internet, it requires the very rigorous testing. These are the some points you have to remember while setting the e-commerce. Then the next question is, what is software reliability in e-commerce? So e-commerce require the software that perform the critical task, right? So this particular shopping cart, collecting customer data, providing payment gateway, the software need to be function correctly. So this testing assures the organization of quality and integrity to e-commerce solution. Then the next and last question is, what are the best practices for e-commerce testing? So the use real browsers and devices to test. Means you cannot use the dummy, you can use the real. Then A to B test to check the different versions. Then don't cut out the manual test and focus on the usability and performance test in the particular are the some you can say best practices for e-commerce testing. So these are the some the questions related to e-commerce testing. So please do check the all different video links in description box, and those who are new in our channel, please do subscribe to our channel. If you want a further video on next topic, please do comment. And sorry for the noise disturbance, as my baby is too small. She's only 1 month old, that's why the noise is coming. Thank you all for watching.